Now at 5:30, a burglary investigation is underway this morning after a pharmacy break-in. Why police say they're now increasing patrols in a live report.
Also on WKYT this morning, we have new details on an interstate shooting in Louisville. What investigators say they think caused the suspect to open fire. That's coming up this morning.
A few flakes flying around outside this morning as we head toward the afternoon. There could be a flurry or two, but really the bulk is this morning. I'll show you this cold air to follow coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you from the WKYT News team. Hey, we're glad you're with us. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope you're having a fabulous start to your day before Friday.
You're right, and on into the weekend, but more cold weather coming to visit, it looks like. And we have some snow issues right now in parts of our viewing area. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we have a few flakes around the bluegrass in northbound, but really the bulk of it is down toward the south and southeast, so you can see it there. Slowly fading away, though, and that's some good news, but we still have that winter weather advisory in effect. Oh, actually, they just took it off, so there you go. Just updated for you at this very moment that no winter weather advisory is in effect anymore. The snow is fading away, so that's good news for us. 20s and 30s outside, and we go through the 24-hour planner. There could be a few flurries or flakes this afternoon. That's not going to amount to anything. Overnight and into tomorrow morning, 8 degrees. When do we start to see that warm up? Because I guarantee you, and I don't do that much with weather, I guarantee you it's in there in that 7 day in about 10 minutes.
All right, we're going to hold you to it, Micah. Thank you. Let's get to the news. And new this morning, a burglary investigation is underway right now in Lexington after a break-in overnight.
Police were called out to the CNC Pharmacy on Maple Leaf Drive around 2:30 this morning. This is not the first time we understand they've been there. Mark Barber is live this morning with more on this story. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Rebecca, and you're right. In fact, this is the 5th or 6th time that CNC Pharmacy has been robbed in the past 5 years. Now, the owner says every time it happens, he puts more security in place, but the burglars just find their way around it every time. Now, police say that around 2:30 this morning, the burglar forced his way inside the pharmacy by prying open a door with a crowbar. Police think the crook stole prescription medication because they say some locked cabinets were damaged. The owner of the pharmacy is still here checking his inventory to see what was stolen. Now, for years, he says he has been trying to protect the pharmacy from thieves. After a burglar threw a rock through a window in July, the owner says he installed bulletproof glass windows and doors. Back in 2010, the owner decided to arm himself after the store was robbed. He says when the next robber tried to steal medication, he tased him. Now, investigators say they are still searching for the burglar who robbed the store this morning. Now, we're told that because the store continues to be targeted, police are stepping up their patrols in the area. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, also new this morning, police are looking for a suspect in an overnight gas station robbery. A man walked into the Speedway on Winchester Road near 7th Street about 3 o'clock this morning. Police say he demanded cash and took off. Investigators described the suspect as a man about 5'10" with a white ski mask and a revolver. They're looking at surveillance to try and ID him. No injuries were reported. Well, firefighters are still trying to figure out the cause of a fire that killed 6 horses in Woodford County.
A tragedy in horse country. The fire ripped right through 2 barns at Chanticleer Farm yesterday morning. Firefighters say they had to bring in water from a half-mile away because there were no fire hydrants nearby. The farm has been home to horses that have competed in the Breeders' Cup. Lexington Herald leader turf rider Alicia Hughes says the farm is well known in the racing industry.
From top to bottom, you know, they never had a huge number of brood mares. I believe they usually would keep their numbers to under 20, but I believe they probably averaged, you know, about 20% stakes winners from that number of mares, which is a pretty extraordinary thing throughout this industry.
Farm managers there at Chanticleer are not saying much about the fire or if the horses killed were thoroughbreds. A former Harrison County teacher is facing more charges this morning connected to abusing children. A Fayette County grand jury has indicted 57-year-old William Hyatt of Cynthiana on charges of sexual abuse and sodomy. They say the victim was younger than 12 years old. Hyatt also faces similar charges in Harrison County. Police say he sexually abused a child there more than 30 years ago.
Well, this morning, the search is still on for a suspect in the killing of a Lexington man. The Jefferson County coroner says Rodney Fry and another man from Indiana were killed in a shooting in Louisville Tuesday night. Metro Police say they are still trying to track down a suspect. There have been almost 24 homicides in Louisville over the past 2 months. No arrests have been made. We're learning some new information this morning about another shooting in Louisville, this one on an interstate. Louisville Metro Police say they now think road rage is what caused 43-year-old Christopher McCullum to shoot another driver yesterday morning. McCullum was arrested hours later a few miles away from the scene. He's now charged with murder. Investigators say McCullum and the victim did not know each other. This is not McCullum's first arrest. Last fall, he was arrested on drug and gun charges.
A bill that's designed to toughen Kentucky's DUI laws has overwhelmingly passed the Kentucky House. The House approved the bill unanimously yesterday. House Bill 60 would require convicted drunk drivers to install ignition interlock devices in their cars. That device is a breathalyzer that will not allow the car to start if the driver is legally drunk. The Senate had proposed a similar bill. It was shot down in committee there last week. The Federal Communications Commission is set to vote on a measure today to decide whether some Americans should pay more for faster internet service. Commonly known as net neutrality, the FCC is proposing reclassifying the internet as a public utility. That would block large companies from potentially paying for so-called internet fast lanes. That means small companies would have slower access. That vote is scheduled in Washington for later today.
A bill to update environmental protection rules for drilling companies is getting strong bipartisan support in the Kentucky House. Legislators say the bill creates base regulation for an expected increase of Kentucky natural gas production. However, it does raise concerns about fracking. The bill would make companies disclose what chemicals they use in fracking, but it wouldn't necessarily make them say how much. The bill passed the House on a 98-0 vote yesterday and now goes on to the Senate. A Central Kentucky man is facing some expensive car repair. He blames the gas he bought at a Meijer in Lexington. Jason Wade claims that gas was contaminated and damaged his car. Wade's SUV runs on regular gasoline, but he says diesel fuel is what actually came out of the regular gas nozzle when he filled up at the Meijer in Hamburg. He now says he's got to pay more than 4 figures for car repairs.
I know of several people that are having the same problems as we are, and this is a $1,400 bill we got to repair our car.
Meijer released a statement about the issue, saying they have received complaints from other customers. They say an investigation has not found any contaminated fuel, but they're still conducting tests.
It's now 5:37 on WKYT this morning, and a Laurel County teen critically injured in an ATV crash is back home today after 9 months in recovery. Casey Collett was riding his ATV last spring when his family says he was knocked off. Since then, he's been in and out of hospitals out of state. Collett's mother says that he still has more treatments ahead, but the family is thankful for the support from the community.
We're so blessed to have him home by the grace of God. After 17 surgeries, trips from UK to Atlanta to Nebraska, back to Atlanta, and now home, we've just been so blessed.
Bowling says her son will have to go to a hospital in Pittsburgh for another surgery in the near future. A drunk driving suspect behind bars this morning after a bizarre crash in Madison County. The crash Tuesday afternoon out on Speedwell Road. We received these pictures from the Madison County Fire Department. We're told the Saturn crashed into a truck and then went under it. The Saturn's driver was arrested for DUI. Both drivers only suffered minor injuries. Even more snow has fallen across southern and eastern Kentucky in the overnight hours. That means another day of missed classes for some students.
In fact, some districts have missed more school days than they've actually had in session for instruction this semester. WKYT's Victor Puente at our live desk this morning with more on what schools are doing to make up these missed days.
Well, as February comes to an end, some schools in eastern Kentucky have spent less than a week in class. That's putting them in school during what would be their summer break. It's also causing problems with some end-of-year tests. Both Perry and Letcher County schools will miss their spring breaks. Instead, they'll use those days as make-up snow days and add the rest to the end of the school year. Their last day of school is now scheduled for early June. The Letcher County superintendent said they were in class 4 days this month. That time has to be made up to reach the 170 instructional days required each year. Another issue they're facing is making sure students are ready for standardized testing.
The ACT is a national test, and it's always the same day, so any weather day you miss, that's just that many days of instruction you miss before the ACT.
A forfeiting spring break counts as 3 makeup days for Perry County and 5 for Letcher County. According to their Facebook pages, Knox and Harlan County schools have also canceled spring break. At the live desk, Victor Puente, WKYT.
A Kentucky man is moving on to the next round of the Amazing Race. Kurt Belcher of Pendleton County survived his first round during the season premiere last night. He and a teammate finished in 6th place out of 11 teams. The next episode of the Amazing Race, by the way, Friday night at 8 o'clock on WKYT. The pageant consultant.
Right, and
Doing Kentucky proud.
it's interesting. We'll see how it all goes there as the race continues.